Happy Friday. This is the first in a series of brand new adventures for me. I'm going to be recording short video segments to share some of the insights that I offer to my clients over time that seem to be the more potent of the insights to help make life easier. One of the things that got me started this morning was really thinking about in meditation how we're all really super beings in seed form. We have access to these incredible gifts and talents, and all we need is the right, like a garden, we only need the right nutrients and water and sunlight. So some of these tips that I'll be passing along over time are going to be like those nutrients, are going to be like that sunlight, that water, that fresh air, those special minerals. The tip I want to talk about today is how to empower an interaction. Have you ever had a conversation that just started to go a little bit sideways? Or you were sitting by yourself one morning, you woke up, 30 minutes after waking up, you feel seized with an anxiety type feeling in your chest or a pit in your stomach, but you don't have a reason why. Well, I do from time to time. And here's what I do about it. So before I take you into the tip, I want to take you into a more relaxed state through what I call the 5 points of softening. So right now, if you like, you can either leave your eyes open or close them. And with your imagination, start to soften the soles of your feet very, very deeply. Soften the skin, soften the muscles, soften the connective tissue. Let your breath come in deep and let it go out long. Deeper than it would normally come in and longer than it would normally go out. And if you find yourself forcing it all, pull back a little bit. So as the breath comes in deep and goes out long, you're softening the soles of your feet. Inhaling deep and exhaling long, soften the palms of your hands in the same way. Inhaling deep and exhaling long, soften the inside and the outside corners of your eyes. And you'll know it's happening. You'll begin to feel a release across your brow. Perhaps subtle, perhaps strong. And letting the breath continue to come in deep and go out long. Sense where your ears are in space and soften all of that skin in and around your ears. Deeply, deeply softening, imagining it all just becoming spacious and soft and free from tension. You'll begin to feel a release in your jaw muscles and perhaps across the back of your neck. So as the breath continues to come in deep and go out long, finally now soften the entire pelvic floor and groin region into whatever you're seated on. Or if you're standing, just imagine softening it into the earth. Maybe you're watching this standing on the platform for the N train going uptown in New York, or waiting for the tube in London. Now, keeping the breath coming in deep and going out long, see if you can imagine softening all 5 areas at the same time, infinitely wider. Soles of your feet, palms of your hands, corners of your eyes, skin in and around your ears, and the entire pelvic floor and groin region. Now see if you can gently open your eyes and continue, if you've closed them, gently open them and continue softening all 5 points while looking at the video screen. I want you to imagine that there is a force behind you in all directions, and that this force in all directions is love itself. Not personal love like, I love you because you did something nice for me, or I love those socks. Wow, can you get me a pair? unconditional love beyond anything you've yet discovered personally. Unconditional love, a whole field of it, as though the air itself was saturated with unconditional love, flowing from behind you through all the cells of your body, frontways, out in all directions. Literally, that you are radiating the presence of love itself through all your cells of your being. So that means you're being included. Your personality, your body, anything going on in your body and your thoughts is included in this radiation, as well as anything you can conceive of. So if you're sitting in a room by yourself, imagine the whole block that you're on and any humans that are in it are being radiated, flooded with this unconditional presence of love. And if you're open to it, consider that it's God's love, that it's divine love moving through you, including you and moving through you, including you and moving through you. If you're in a space where there are other people, imagine radiating it to them, exactly how they are, no matter what's been going on, whether you like their socks or you don't like their socks or whatever's going on. Impersonally radiating, letting this force from behind you come through every cell of your being, radiating outward. And just take a few moments to imagine that. You can have a visual imagination around it. You could feel something. You could even hear something. Some people might have the sense of hearing like a symphonic sound behind them, like the most incredible series of hundreds and hundreds of stringed instruments perfectly in tune, radiating a tone, a sweet harmonic tone. Perhaps you even see, hear, and feel, and watch how that amps up the experience. Now, if you're paying attention to what's happening to your own body, your own emotions, you're going to notice a softening, an expansion, like the edge has been taken off if there was one. So this is your super tip for the day. Practice it all weekend long and come back here and note your results. If you need a little extra coaching, let me know. That's what I'm here for. Have an incredible weekend, and everywhere you go, whether you're alone or with other people, find some way to imagine radiating this incredible field, this unending, infinite field. You cannot use it up. It will not run out of unconditional love, divine love, God's love. If you're an atheist, the love of nature, that very force that takes a little tiny, 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 tiny speck of a seed, dissolves it into the earth, and turns it into an oak tree or a tomato plant. That force radiating from all the way behind you, all the way through you in all directions with great potency. Practice it all weekend. If you need to make a reminder, put some notes in your iPhone with an alarm or your Android. Put physical notes in your space that inspire you. Keep it alive and watch what happens. Take your attention off of worrying about what's next and how you're doing, and come back to radiating this field. You'll be inspired. You'll get insights. You'll probably even get new ideas. See what works and report back. Have a great weekend.